Hey everyone, it's me, sarahxmiracle, and today I'm going to tell you what happened in our first week of Reno. We collected the keys on a Friday, and so we had everyone come, and I'm saying everyone from like the hacking people, Miss Chan, our general contractor, Ethan came, our interior designer, Sharon, who is our site coordinator and our carpentry in charge. Okay, everybody meet Sharon. Hello. She's gonna be our site coordinator. Oh, Vilax. Hello, Vilax. Oh, curtain, Ken. Oh, Vilax again. Oh. Everyday curtains, Ken also came.
Then with the day curtain should be okay. So day night curtain, and then we can do a blind if you want. Same thing, right? You can take a spare set. You want to change, let me know. So the spa, just this extra. Yeah, more like rustic. Yeah, can also. Just don't really better because your whole house is
Mahesh, who's doing our lights, also came. So everyone who came was there because we have never seen the site before. We've never gotten site access. So even Ethan and myself, we have been working on the design of this place for like 3 months with no measurements, with nothing that, is like confirmed. So it was really nice to just go on actual site, get real measurements, get a feel of things. We checked whether or not that there was piping above where we wanted to put the dry kitchen, and it looks like there is no piping. It looked like, we could kind of remove that whole part and then make a new higher ceiling that would really match the rest of the house much better. And one of the things that happened was that there's an intercom that we forgot about or we didn't realize is attached to the kitchen wall that we're going to be hacking. So we had to call the guy to come and disconnect it before we kind of hack the wall, because apparently it's linked to the entire building because it lets people in from downstairs. I just call.
Oh, I'm 60.
No, I called already. Then they say that I have to get a quotation first, and he's the technical guy. So we had to call the security guys who installed the intercom, and then we had to get the intercom disconnected first before the electrician could get it out. And eventually Mahesh managed to reinstall the intercom in another place. We had to unexpectedly incur this cost of a new intercom system, because anyway the intercom system was a bit spoiled. There was lines on the video screen. There are all these really small issues in Reno that you would never expect happen. Anyway, I'm very grateful that it was all resolved. So after we collected keys on the Friday, we brought the kids to come to see the house on Saturday. And that was really nice because we also shot a bit of an empty house tour before all the hacking began. Because we didn't bring any measuring tape today. It's not moving! Towards this side.
You should try.
Try what?
Shouting or singing.
No, how about we try singing?
Move like butter, like a criminal, and big trouble. No, clap like trouble. See, my voice echoes.
Very good. So if you'd like, you can check out the empty house tour in that link somewhere above here. And you can see what the house looked like in its entirety before we started hacking, before we did any renovation, like the bare house.
Hi, this is Ethan here. I'm the designer and the founder for Uncommon, and I have been working with Sarah for 3 months. For me itself, my role is doing the design part and crafting up the space planning and inputting all the materials for Sarah and Mark itself, their new home at here. For this project that Sarah came to us, we wanted to have a different experience for them. So we had been going through a lot of discussion throughout this whole journey of the renovation.
I found Ethan's studio, I think, because they do quite a lot of micro cement in their works. And so I wrote to them and said, hey, do you guys want to do a bit of a collab, right? Because I think you guys are interested in making things beautiful, and so are we. When we first met online on Zoom, because back then people weren't meeting so much yet, I think what struck me the most about Ethan is that he's pretty patient and consultative. He's not someone who will make you feel like he's pushing his own way. He makes a lot of nice like design suggestions, but because we are such opinionated creatives ourselves, like every time I threw him an idea, he never once like rejected it or like said it's too difficult or too hard. In fact, most of the time he'll be like egging me on. He'd be like, yeah, this is quite cool, why don't we do this, And so I think I really enjoyed that process working with Ethan so far, because even though, it's not been the smoothest process, I think his attitude towards design and accepting what we want and our crazy ideas, mostly mine, I think have really made me feel like I'm getting what I want, right? As a house owner. One thing though, I have to say that because Ethan is so excited about design ideas, like often we will go into this whole design idea thing and then only to realize that it's kind of out of budget. So just a word of advice to everyone, it's also important for you to figure out the budget and understand how much things cost before you commit too much to a design, because you don't want to commit to like specific types of design that are actually beyond your budget to implement. Then there's also Sharon, and Sharon has come along as our site coordinator. And Sharon is from Martlewood.
Hi, my name is Sharon. I'm really thankful for this opportunity to work with Sarah on her home. She came to me on Instagram and she approached me asking me to customize a dining table for her. She didn't know that I was gonna go into carpentry or actually project management. So when she approached me and asked me, oh, could you help us out with it? I was really thrilled with the opportunity, and I really am very thankful for her to give me that vote of trust. So far, it has been quite exciting, quite challenging. No regrets at the end of the day. It hasn't been an easy process, but I would like to see everything work through very well.
In interviewing quite a few different carpenters and like project managers, I did think that she asked one of the most detailed questions, and I thought that her thought process was really good, in terms of how to organize the flow of work. I think that really gave me that confidence to say that, okay, like she doesn't have like many years of like a portfolio or like a big factory, or because some are like big builders, right? She's not from that kind, but she really knows how to pay attention to detail, and the quality of the work that she is promising is very high quality. So I do look forward to seeing the outcomes of the carpentry side, but also I'm very grateful that she has stepped up to actually be the site coordinator. On the Monday, we were supposed to start works already, like start the hacking and start the thing, and so me and Sharon went around the house with the hacker to just say like, this is what we remove, this is what we keep. At least they can hack this wall today, ma. This one you can take down, the whole thing.
Yeah, whole thing. First I think that.
Yes.
This one also remove. If possible, I can hack this.
Yeah, hack this one and the master bedroom.
And then Alvin from Smart Home Solutions also came to meet us on that day, where he was talking to us about the Wi-Fi heat mapping. A massive problem in our current house has been inconsistent Wi-Fi throughout the whole house. So I'm very grateful that Smart Home Solutions coming in to give us that advice and that consulting on where will be the ideal locations to put the router, and then where to add in like additional internet access points.
Hey guys, this is Alvin from Smart Home Solutions. He is making sure that we have Wi-Fi throughout the entire house.
So your main router and ISP will be here, so we will be positioning 3 additional access points.
So after we hacked, we realized that there were water pipes coming down from like one side, and Miss Chan did an analysis and said that the water pipes were actually just for the heater for the powder room. So we are gonna forego water heating in the powder room. So we have to remove those pipes because that pipe was obstructing the entire dry kitchen wall that we're gonna be erecting. This made me really think about the layout, like rethinking the layout, because I just felt like, most of how we spend our time in the house, honestly, in terms of ratio, we spend a lot more time in the dining area rather than the living area. Because honestly, I don't watch TV, but every day I eat lunch, I eat dinner, like when we host people for dinners, like everyone's at the dining table. So like, the dining area should be the center of where the heart of the house is. So we're gonna change the part where there's supposed to be a concealed door to like this nice servery area. It's not very deep, just like 30 cm depth, but it'll be enough for us to at least like put cups and things like that, and like serve like, I don't know, small plates and things like that. So I think it's all for the better, because now we're moving the dining table from this side to the side next to the serving area. It's going to be facing the sunset. I'm just trying to design this house and create this experience where like no matter which angle we shoot content, like, it'd be nice. It's a place of interest. It's a point of inspiration. So I'm glad that even though we had that problem, we managed to find a solution. We also found out that the master bathroom, we had wanted like a double vanity where you have 2 sinks, but the length of it is even longer than what we had designed. So now we have an extra 30 cm and we're going to be building like a bit of like a long shelf, a tall shelf. Yeah, so that we can have like more storage to put things. So at the weekend, I wanted to show Mark the progress of the house, and we also were supposed to receive a bunk bed in the house because the seller was moving out and needed the bunk bed to be delivered. It was actually not ideal for me, right? Because the bunk bed's kind of like blocking up the room. But never mind, we go down. And then there was a bit of drama already with the car because we couldn't get it to start. We were supposed to receive the bunk bed, have a quick lunch, and then go to Velux, right, to choose our lights. And then our car just wouldn't start again. We were supposed to go to the lighting shop, but our car got stuck. So thankfully our neighbor's trying to help us to jumpstart. We asked the neighbor whether the neighbor can like jumpstart our car. So I went to knock on the neighbor's door and explain the situation, and thankfully the neighbor was so kind, he came down. Thank you, neighbor. In that meantime, we jump-started it and we knew that the battery was not going to last. So we drove then to like a workshop. I had the baby with me.
You have been a very patient boy. Sorry that our car broke down. We're trying to get it fixed now, okay?
Can you do it quickly?
What? Yeah, it still takes 45 minutes. 30 to 45 minutes. So if you want to go bring him, you bring him, or you forget about going today, we go down another day. What do you want?
Next week on the Miracle Reno,